Hello, everybody. We are live once again. And today we are going to be talking about your favorite topic, the topic that everyone wants to ask. How do you find clients? How do you get clients for your coaching business? Because if you don't have clients, if you don't have customers, if you don't have people paying for you, you don't have a business. This is probably one of the most requested things that I get on my LinkedIn. And even from my clients, one of the things that they need more support with is how do I get clients, right? So we're going to talk about this, and we're going to go into the philosophical side of things as well, because I feel like I can explain the strategies to you, I can explain the techniques to you, but unless you know why you are doing the things you're doing, you might not understand what to do. Okay, so I'm going to break down some key strategies. We're going to be talking about LinkedIn specifically. How do you use LinkedIn to get clients? It doesn't matter what kind of coaching business you have. You could be a career coach, a fitness coach, or whatever you might be. And let me know down below if you are able to see the stream just fine. So what we'll do is, if you have any questions, leave them below. I'll address them as we go, and I'll talk about some of the main things that you need to keep in mind to get clients. My idea is, if you can understand this one single concept that I will teach you today, you will not have any trouble getting clients. The only issue I have with people is they just don't do it. They know they should do it, they just don't do it, all right? So when I was starting my coaching business, one of the hardest things, again, is not only to find clients, but how do you find clients who can pay you your rate, right? So we talked about positioning and things like that last time. So let's focus in on the different avenues that we have for client generation, all right? So when we look at LinkedIn, you have a couple of strategies. So you've got your inbound strategy. So if you don't know what inbound is essentially people coming to you, which is every coach's dream. And then you have your outbound strategy, right? And then you can argue that referrals and ads, those are other strategies as well. So we're not going to focus too much on referrals and ads, because that itself is a completely different thing. We're going to focus today on inbound and outbound, and kind of like the merge of the two, okay? So when I'm working with coaches, one of the biggest things I hear all the time is, I just want people to reach out to me. I want people to come to me and tell me that they want to buy my services, and happy days, because all I have to do is just create content. People will reach out to me, create content, people will reach out to me, and I'm going to make money. But if you've been doing this, if you're watching my live stream right now and you're wondering how to get clients, chances are you've been trying this out and it's not working to your liking. Chances are you're trying to put out content, you're commenting on LinkedIn, you're trying to get outreach out there, but people aren't reaching out, or not as many people are reaching out as they could. I want to break down the psychology of how people use social media and LinkedIn. If you understand this, you'll know why this is happening. All right, so let's get rid of the inbound and outbound for now. Let's just suppose these are both the same thing. When you look at LinkedIn as a social media platform, and you can look up the numbers on this, okay? When you look up how many people are engaging on LinkedIn, by engaging, we're talking about people who comment, people who like, people who actively reach out, connect, and direct message. When we see how many people off the population of LinkedIn, this is the percentage of people on LinkedIn that will like your post and engage with your post and reach out to you. 1%. 1%. You can look up the stat. I'm not making this up. 1% of people are creating content, engaging posts, liking posts, and reaching out. So if you, as a coach starting a business, are waiting for the 1% of people to develop the courage to reach out to you for your business, you are missing out on 99% of the users on LinkedIn who don't have the courage to like and comment. Your clients are going to come from here a lot more likely than they are to come from here. And this is simply because how people use social media. If you've been using LinkedIn, try to think about how many posts do you scroll past for everyone you like and everyone you comment. And I can tell you this, if you have a LinkedIn feed like I do, you probably scroll past 50 or 100 posts for everyone that you actually comment on, unless you're very specific about whose post you want to go on, whose post you want to like. So if you look at the psychology of LinkedIn, if you look at the psychology of most social medias, most people in this category, the 1% are creators, they engage, right? They actively network. And in the 99%, these are people that we call lurkers. They will see the content, they will view the content, but they will never come forward. Now, LinkedIn is a little unique in this situation because it's a very formal platform, right? You can get away with commenting on something on Facebook. You can get away with commenting on something on Instagram. No one's going to see it. Or people see it, they're your friends, they're your family, nobody cares. But on LinkedIn, people are scared to comment, especially if they're job seekers, especially if they're people with anxiety, especially if they have a problem they want to solve. They're scared of vocalizing that. They're scared of making a post or commenting on someone's post about it because then it broadcasts it to everyone. So there's this fear of my colleagues will see that I'm interested in this. My boss will see I'm interested in this. My professional network will see that I'm interested in this. I don't want them to find out. So let me just keep scrolling. Let me just view the content. Let me just continue commenting and or reading comments, but I'm never going to come forward. That's why you see 99% of people on LinkedIn who do not engage. They're viewing content, but they don't engage. So if you're a coach right now and you're starting your business and you're like, well, I just want to create content and I want people to reach out, good luck waiting for the 1% of people to develop the courage to reach out to you. Because if that is your strategy, if waiting and praying is your strategy, then you're probably going to get the kind of results you're getting now, where you leave it up to chance, you leave it to the universe to supplement you with clients. Now, there's another thing I want to tell you. This might hurt a little bit because it hurt me when I first realized, but it's the truth. I think if I can get this in your head now, it'll say you might not like me now, but you like me maybe a week from now when this starts working out for you. Okay. All right. So when you think of the kind of coach you are, all right. So for example, we'll give you two examples. You are let's say you're a career coach, because I used to be one, and a lot of the clients that I'm working with are career coaches. Number two, maybe you were a leadership coach. All right, let's just take these two examples for now. One of the things that you have to do as a career coach and a leadership coach is to instill a sense of initiative in your clients, that they have to go out there and grab what's theirs. They have to go out there and put themselves out there, okay? So with career coaching, you tell people about networking, right? You tell people about informational interviews. If you don't know what an informational interview is, it's essentially reaching out to people in the industry that you want to work at. You reach out to them, you send them a message, you reach out to hiring managers, you reach out to recruiters, and you get information from them. You're reaching out to them, okay? So you're networking, informational interviews, you're applying on job boards, all right, all of these things here. Now, when I'm talking to career coaches, what they say is, I want people to reach out to me. But if you are a career coach and you are telling your clients to do networking, you're telling your clients to reach out and do informational interviews, you're telling your clients to apply and send their resume outbound, outwards, and you are too afraid of reaching out to people, then how do you expect your clients to do these things? You have to be a role model for the people you're teaching. So if you're telling your clients, I want you to reach out to all these hiring managers, I want you to reach out to all these recruiters online, but I'm too scared of reaching out to people myself, does that line up? You see what I'm saying? There's like a gap. There's a gap in consistency. Same thing with the leadership coach. If you were a leadership coach and you were telling people you should take more initiative, you should voice yourself, you should voice your opinion more, but you yourself will not take the initiative of reaching out to people, you yourself will not take the initiative to go out there and try to help people, is that in line with your teachings? Is that in line with the kind of advice you give people? And I'm not saying this to belittle you because I've done this myself, but can you see the lack of consistency here? You're teaching them something and you're not doing the same thing yourself. You're saying, go out to hiring managers, send outbound messages. I know outbound messages work. I know creating networking opportunities work, but I don't want to do it. I'm just going to make content. I'm going to wait. So there's this gap here between what you're teaching and what you're actually doing. And again, if you're not having this problem, you wouldn't be watching this live stream. The only reason you're watching it is because there's some sort of a gap in the kind of clients you're getting, all right? So get this idea of, I want to wait for clients to come to me out of your head. Yes, it will happen. It will happen. People will reach out to you. They'll see your content, but you don't have control over that as much as you do creating a line of communication. Another thing to mention is when we were talking about the 1% and the 99%, we have to look at the concept of fear on social media, especially on LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn is that unique kind of platform where people just feel, I don't want my boss to see this. I don't want my boss to feel like I'm stupid or I need this, okay? Suppose, okay? You are someone who's looking for a job, or you are someone who has anxiety, or you have a lack of confidence, or maybe a lack of discipline in your life, or you have bad habits, like bad eating habits, or maybe you don't know how to diet, all right? Now, let me ask you this. If you have a problem with your job, you can't find a job. If you have anxiety, you don't know how to get rid of anxiety. If you don't have confidence, you want to build your confidence. If you don't know how to diet, you need to lose weight. All of these things, okay? Would you want to broadcast that to your entire network? You're not going to, right? If you are vulnerable enough that you need help with your job, you need help with anxiety, you need help with confidence, diet, habits, discipline, you're not going to broadcast that. Most people are not going to. So when you make a post about, hey, like this post, or reach out to me, or comment about what do you struggle with your diet? What do you struggle with your job? Most people are afraid. They're afraid of being vulnerable. They're afraid of voicing that they're struggling finding a job. They're afraid of voicing that I don't know how to diet. I don't have the confidence to talk on camera. So if you keep waiting and waiting and waiting for them to develop the courage to reach out to you, that's going to take a long time, and that is not something in your control. Okay? I need you to understand this, because there is this a stigma associated with direct outreach that, oh, I don't want to reach out to anyone. I don't want to reach out to anyone. But the thing is, what you are doing is, by reaching out, you are enabling them to voice their concerns. All right. And I'll give you a perfect example. One of the clients who just joined my program, his name is Doug Lau. He's on this group as well, actually. He was constantly viewing my profile and he was checking out my content, but he never reached out to me. He never said I need any help with my job, or he never reached out saying I need help with my career, but I kept seeing his name pop up. So I took the initiative and I reached out and I said, hey, Doug, thank you so much for commenting on all my posts. I'm just wondering, how's business? How's everything going? And this created the space for Doug to tell me, yes, I'm starting my business, but I'm really struggling. I'm not really getting clients. I'm not really getting money coming to the door. What do I do? So by me relieving him of the pressure of reaching out to me, I took that initiative and I created a line of communication with him. And now when we started talking, I started telling him about the program, how I could help him out. He joined the program, and within the first week, he's got 10 client calls booked up, which is ridiculous. But the fact is, if I hadn't reached out, he would have still been circling in the same thing. He would have been thinking about it, would have been too afraid to reach out, because some people also think if I reach out, it's a commitment. If I'm reaching out to you, I almost feel like I'm buying something from you. Like I've taken such a big step that now I have to invest. And people don't feel comfortable doing that. It takes a lot for people to reach out to you, okay? If you are someone with a bit of a following, people are even more afraid, because then they think, oh, this person is busy. They have so many followers. I don't want to bother them. I don't want to do this. And then they don't reach out. Okay. So if you can understand how your ideal clients use LinkedIn, then you can see why the direct outreach method is so effective. You have to be the one to create conversation. You have to be the leader. You have to be the role model to create these communications with your clients so that they feel like they can raise their hand, they can step forward, and they feel comfortable. That's a part of being a coach as well. And that's a part of you getting clients for your business. Now, if you're someone who has plenty of clients coming your way, you have no issue with it, by all means, rest up, lay back, wait for clients to come in, just do the sales call. This is probably not the live stream for you, But if you're finding you don't have enough clients, or you're working with just about any client that shows your way, or you don't know how to get a consistent supply of clients, the only way you can control consistently the kind of clients you get and the amount of clients you get is consistently put in the work by monitoring how many people you're reaching out to. All right. The number one way to get clients is how many people am I talking to every single week whose problem I can solve? And I'm talking about talking. All right. Not just, hey, I'm commenting on this person's post or liking whatever. How many people am I talking to whose problem I can solve? If the answer is less than 5 a week, you kind of know why you're not getting any clients, right? So the answer is, if you know that most of your clients are fearful, if you know 99% of those people will not like, will not comment, will not engage with you, and you can look up the LinkedIn stats. Those are right from the LinkedIn stats. If you know 99% of them will not step forward, do you want to wait for that 1% to finally reach out to you? Is that a smart strategy? And you'll probably say no, right? So you have to have a certain amount of control and initiative yourself to start a conversation with people. So let's get into the hows, okay? We've understood the concept. We've understood why the direct outreach method is essential. Let's talk about how you can do this. And I don't want to go into too much detail on this because this is going to be a 5-hour live stream otherwise. I'm going to give you some basic pointers. If you do these things, that is all you will ever need to get clients, okay? If you do the following, I'm telling you, this is what I've done, this is what my clients do, you will never need to look for more clients. The problem is, and I've mentioned this before, people don't do it because it's hard, right? They're like, oh no, I'm just gonna wait for things to shower down my lap, right? And if it's working out for you, let me know, and maybe I can try, but I haven't seen too many people have success with it, right? So let's do an example of a career coach again, okay? You have your influencers. And by the way, this is super interesting. Go to a very popular career coach on LinkedIn, maybe if they have 100,000 or 300,000 or 400,000, and go to the comment section. I guarantee you will see more career coaches commenting in the comment section than actual job seekers. Right? So the career coach is creating content for job seekers, but it's actually other career coaches like, yes, you're right. It's always that because they're trying to get engagement. They're trying to get influence from that influencer. And that's kind of how the algorithm works, right? Now, the influencers are a gold mine. Why? I'm telling you, when I started my business, all of my clients came from other influencers' followers. So what I'll do is I'll go to these influencers' profiles. I'll go to their comment section or I'll go to their like section and I'll scour it to see who fits the profile of someone that I help. So if I'm someone who helps fresh graduates with jobs, I'll go to a big name career coach. I'll go to their comment section. I'll go to their like section because these are the 1% of people who have stepped forward. But the thing is, a lot of influencers don't take advantage. They just create content. They get tons of likes. They get tons of comments. And then they're like, okay, I'll wait for people to reach out to me. So what I'll do is I'll go to their likes and I'll go to their comments and I'll start reaching out to people. Hey, you liked ABC's post about finding a job. I'm wondering how's your job search going? Or you like ABC's post about interviewing skills. I'm wondering how's your interviewing skills so far? Or how's it going with the last interview you had? I'll start creating these conversations with people. Why does this work? Why did I get all of my clients doing this? Because they're already in the headspace where they have a problem that I'm trying to solve. They're following this influencer because they want that problem solved or they want information on there. So you don't have to find clients. You don't have to get clients to come to your profile. Someone else has already done that. All you have to do is start a conversation with people. And I can tell you, nobody does this. Nobody does this because everyone's waiting for things to fall in their lap, right? All I did within the first 18 days when I started my career coaching business and I generated my first $10,000, all I did, guys, was go to influencers' profiles, click the like button, go to the comments, see who I can help, and I reached out to them. That's all I did. That's it. That is my $10,000 strategy. Within 18 days, I generated $10,000 of doing this. Okay, so if you follow this strategy, and again, this is the hardest part, people just don't do it. If you follow this strategy, If you talk to 10 people, out of those 10 people, you can get 5 on a call. Out of those 5 people, you can get 2 people to buy at $1,500. That's $3,000 right there. And it doesn't matter what your niche might be. All right. So the influencers are an absolute gold mine. And these are, hot leads that are coming in. Number 2 is your own content. Now, this is the funny part. I have worked with coaches with no following, no LinkedIn, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 followers, all the way up to 50,000 subscribers, 70,000, 100,000. And all of them said, I don't know how to get clients. I don't know how do I get money. I've got a lot of people commenting. I've got a lot of people liking my posts, but I'm not getting any people signing up for my service. You know what the problem is? They don't go through their likes and comments. That's the problem, because they're waiting for people to reach out to them. Listen, you don't need to wait for them to book a call with you. If people are liking your content, if people are commenting on your content, guess what? They like what you have to offer. They're interested in what you're talking about. They are hot leads. So if people are commenting and leaving likes on your posts and they fit the profile of your client, reach out to them. People don't do this. They don't do this. I don't know why they don't do it. Go to your like section, go to your comments. Every single person who fits the bill, reach out to them. Hey, thank you so much for liking my post about ABC. I'm wondering what caught your eye. Thank you so much for leaving this comment about ABC on my profile. I'm wondering what caught your eye. Create a conversation with them and ask them, are they having the challenge that you solve? If they are, great. Get them on a phone call, have a phone conversation with them, and then you make the sale. One post, if it gets 15 likes, out of those 15 likes, you can at least find one person you can help get them on a call and make a sale. This is how you actually get clients, guys. It's not so hard. But the thing is, what people don't do is they don't do the outreach. They are too busy waiting for someone else to develop the courage and reach out. If you are waiting for them to develop the courage and reach out, and they are waiting for someone else to come and help them out, nobody is talking to each other. Nobody is getting clients. No one's making any money. No one's solving anyone's problem. You can see what the issue is here, right? Someone has to step up. And if you are a coach, if you are a problem solver, if you are someone who has initiative, you have to be the one to do that, because your clients are going to be inactive. They're not going to have the courage. They're not going to want to like and comment. They're not going to be active content posters either. They're going to be lurkers in the shadows, and you're going to have to take them out there, give them the courage to express themselves enough to become your clients, all right? So you've got your influencers, you've got your own content, you've got, let's see, I'm trying to think of all the different ways you can get clients. Honestly, if you just did the 2 of these, that alone will be amazing. Then you can also do webinars and collabs, all right? I do these once in a while. It's not a huge strategy for me. This is honestly very, very simple. So you do a webinar about a certain topic, how to get a job, 5 tips to get a job, whatever. Every single one who signs up for the webinar, they get the information, and then a certain amount of them will book a call with you. If they don't book a call, the problem is, once we have that CTA, and suppose 10 people come onto your webinar, and after the webinar, only one person books a call with you, right? And you'll be like, oh, wow, well, only one person booked a call. What do I do now? You have to create a conversation with every single person who registered for your webinar. Why would they register for your webinar if they weren't interested? Maybe they couldn't make it because they had something else going on. Maybe they couldn't make it because they had another thing going on that day and then they completely forgot about it. So again, if you wait for people to reach out to you, it's just going to take you forever. So do your webinar. People will book a call with you. If they don't book a call, go to your LinkedIn webinar event page. Every single person who has registered or hit the attend button, send them a personalized message saying, hey, I noticed you couldn't make it to the event. I'm wondering, what were you hoping to learn? What were you hoping to accomplish in the webinar? Or what are some of the challenges that you're having that I could help you out in the future? Create a conversation with them. If you've got 50 registrations, you've got 50 people to talk to. If you've got 100, you got 100 people to talk to. Out of those 100 people, a certain percentage of them will have the problem that you can solve. All you have to do is create a line of communication. So guys, if you're starting out and you want to get clients for LinkedIn and you want things to fall in your lap, you can do that. but I hope I've done a good enough job of showing you that it's not the best way of doing things. You can go in this endless cycle of content, and I can't tell you how many coaches I work with who create content every day, videos, posts, all of that, but they don't make any money. They don't have any clients coming in. Even when they do have clients coming in, it's because they're trying to get a free consultation, they're trying to get free coaching, or they're trying to get a quick, hey, can you just review my resume? They have no intention of buying. And if you're in that position, let me know, because I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to talk to you out of doing that, out of this spiral of content, right? So these are the strategies that I've used mainly. Influencers, because they already have a list of leads that they work for, they create content for, people who have the problem you solve. Your own content, create content. Whoever likes your content, you can reach out to them. And then webinars and collaborations. You can get exposure to other audiences. You can check out people who viewed your profile, go to them, message them, hey, thank you so much for checking out my profile, and then have a conversation with them. All of this, guys, all of this comes down to one single question. If you want to get clients, one single question: how many people am I talking to every single week who have the problem that I solve? If it's less than 5, you're not doing a good enough job of that. Try to talk to at least 3 times the amount of people that you want clients. If you want 5 clients coming to the door, talk to 15 people, because then that's a 30% close rate, 30% conversion rate, right? This is the kind of work that goes into a coaching business. If you want to make $10,000 or more, like many of my clients, again, you can check that out on my featured section or in my description here on YouTube. If you want to go out there and make money, you have to take control of your business. You have to take control of your ability, okay? Being an entrepreneur is hard. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Everyone would be making money right now, right? Thank you so much, Richard. I'm glad you got a lot of value out of this. You have to be aligned when it comes to business. Business is hard. There are too many other people doing this before you were doing it. Go out there, find someone whose problem you can solve, get the clients within the first week, like I mentioned with Doug. 10 calls booked within the first week of starting the program. All right. So if you are interested in checking that out, you can book a call with me. You can find all the information on my LinkedIn or on my YouTube description. I hope I gave you enough value here. Let me know in the comment section what you would like to see next. If you have any specific questions about this live stream, let me know as well. I'd be more than happy to talk to you. Guys, take care. Let's make some money in your coaching business. I'll see you in the next one.